This video is going to be a quick unboxing and review of the Rerii USB port and 3.5mm headphone jack port for your car. This is designed to allow you to connect to your stereo head unit or MP3 players, whatever you want to do. Basically acts as kind of like an extension cord. This side would go into the back of your stereo unit. This side would provide you with a port at any location within your vehicle. This is the 2-meter version. It does come in various meter versions. They do include this under floorboard or under dash mounting bracket. This allows you to mount it up in the floorboard or pretty much anywhere else. You could even mount it in a boat, wherever you want to mount it. But they did size it to be kind of similar to the standard cigarette lighter size. So in a lot of cases, you can actually pull your cigarette lighter out. They're actually doing that on a lot of newer vehicles. They're just getting rid of the cigarette lighter altogether, and they come with USB ports now. But they size this to match that size. So in some vehicles, you can pull that cigarette lighter right out, put this right in its place, and screw it down. Okay, that's a pretty good feature there. Seems like a pretty good build quality. Nice molded housing. That's all pretty solidly molded. It's not just some snap together crap. Pretty solid. I like that. The headphone jack is gold plated. That's a good sign. No build quality issues there that I can see. On this side, we do have molded ends. Looks like they did a pretty good job on the molding. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with these at all. Decent sized cable. Yeah, that'll last. That's a good quality product. So the way this is designed to work is you've got this, and you're either going to drill a hole this size in your dash, or you're going to mount this up under your dash, or you're going to pull your cigarette lighter out and put this in its place. And then starting out, you're going to thread on these ports here. And we'll start with this one. And we'll start with the next one will be this knurled nut job with the flat edge. That'll sit up against our little flange there. And then if you want to, you can include the lock nut here. I'll go ahead and put that little knurly nut job on there too. Thread that through. Then you end up with all the pieces right here. And this one's just going to slide all the way to the back. This one will go through the provided slot there. Let's do it the other way, shall we? Like so. So basically this gives you somewhat weatherproof closure there. You could probably leave that off if you don't even want it, but if you are installing it on a boat or somewhere where you might be exposed to the elements, that might give you like an IP65 rating or something. Not bad. Then we'll put our first knurled nut job on there. And the threading does actually feel pretty stout. I was worried when I first saw it that it would be a little weak, but I have done this once already, and it is pretty stout. My only complaint is there's so many threads that it takes a while to get it all the way to the end point there. So let me see if I can get it threaded right. You know, you only do this once, so it's not a big deal that they included, you know, all those threads allow you a good, almost an inch of mounting space, so you can mount it to quite a variety of thickness objects. Threads are nice and tight. Nice and tight. In fact, if anything, it's going to be like so solid that you don't even need this lock nut here. I mean, that is the whole thing is molded rubber, plastic, whatever they make it out of. So even with just the one little knurl nut job, that feels solid. That is pretty well designed. Compared to some of the homemade USB ports and some of the headphone jacks that I've wired into vehicles personally, this is a much more robust solution. And they aren't that expensive. We're looking at like $15 for this 2 meters. That's like 6 feet around there. They do include some mounting screws here. mounting screws. You could hide that up next to your OBD port on your car. You could put it in your cigarette lighter. I'm pretty impressed. I would recommend it. It would be a good way to add a USB power port somewhere in your vehicle, like your back seat, floorboard, anywhere you want to put it, and do your headphone output, plug your iPhone, your Android into your stereo system. I would recommend it. Let's give it, well, I can't really find anything wrong with it. There's a minor scratch right there from manufacturing, but I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I would say that this is a good, solid product. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, make sure you use my links, and hit the thumbs up button or the found this review helpful button.